Good morning, Kevin Kuja, fierceandmighty.com. Relentlessly push yourself forward, and doing a little bit of a morning video blog for you today. I just finished up doing some sprints here at the local high school football field. A beautiful little morning, actually. A lot of dewy mist upon the ground, so kind of nice. So if I'm struggling to catch my breath here at times, that would be the reason why. And what I was thinking about this morning that prompted me to want to fire one of these out was I was thinking about motivation. And I was thinking about the motivation for motivation. Oh yeah, let that swirl around in your gray matter for a little bit. And the reason I was thinking about it is there's a lot of different people that I'll follow and I'll like either on Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, Facebook, whoever it might be. Many of whom will post different sorts of inspirational sayings, messages, blog posts, whatever it may be. And, you know, I like that kind of thing. It's you can find all sorts of your own personal inspiration from how other people will choose to approach the question and approach the issue. So I like that. What I do find interesting, though, and I don't think it's a fitness-only thing, but I certainly seem to see it a decent amount in the fitness world, is these different kinds of motivational messages that I'm just not sure what exactly is driving the person who's doing them. Because sometimes it seems a lot more about thumping their own chest and their own self-aggrandizement than it does about trying to motivate you. And honestly, that just pisses me off to no end. I just don't quite understand the notion of just trying to mask motivation for others. Or actually doing motivation for others, but really underneath the surface, all that you're trying to do is give a great big, look at me, I am completely awesome. You know, some of the examples I see of this are, you know, a lot of people who will post pictures of their alarm time on their iPhone. And, you know, just to kind of show, well, look at me, I'm getting up at, 3:30 in the morning. You know, and I guess in some ways that's fine, right? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but a lot of times the message that goes along with it is about how they're killing it, you know, and, you know, how hardcore they are, and, you know, they're really bringing it. And maybe in a way they're trying to pump themselves up, but I think when you put it out there for everybody else, I think you're trying to make yourself look better more than you're actually trying to motivate anybody else. And I think probably, you know, there's great ways to motivate people without coming off as a complete D-bag in the process. You know, I think actually trying to motivate people by trying to lead by example is a good thing. You know, I don't know if I necessarily do that all that well or not, but, you know, if I'm out here and I'm trying to do something to get myself better and I post it out there, it's just more of a statement of fact that I'm doing it, and I know there's struggles with it, and I know I'm not perfect about it, and I know some days I'm not going to be bringing the noise quite as much as I would on other days. But I think the important thing is that, you know, you just kind of put it out there as, hey, you know, I'm out there and I'm doing my best. And to me, there's a lot more motivation behind that leading by example and the humility that goes along with it than this idea of you say you're trying to motivate people, but really all you're trying to do is self-promote how great you think you are. And it always comes off thin and hollow to me. And I'm always just convinced that people who do that all the time, you know, maybe once in a while, it's not that big of a deal. But the people who I see it do it all the time, I can't help but think that they just don't believe it themselves in a lot of ways, and they're trying to fool themselves into thinking that. You know, it always reminds me of the line from, it's going to bother me if I think it's Macbeth, you know, methinks the lady doth protest too much. You know, when you really try to oversell it, do you really believe it that much for yourself as well? So I'm all about motivation. I'm all about trying to drive people to do bigger and better things. That's the whole point of Fierce and Mighty, is to try to do that in the process of trying to show somebody who's trying to do that for themselves, trying to find themselves to be a little bit better than they were before. But seriously, in the process of doing it, don't be one of those D-bags that's really just trying to do it to make yourself look better. So, Kevin Kuja, fierceandmighty.com, relentlessly push yourself forward, and I hope you have a fantastic day.